Friends, how are you doing? First of all, I just want to say thank you. This new channel is almost monetized. YouTube told me, they were like, what is going on over there? We're dealing with my channel too. I said, we just like talking about making money in stocks. So I just want to thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day wherever you're at, friends, family, whoever you're with, or at work. I get it. Let's talk about two stocks that I've been talking about here and that I think, are going to make people a lot of money into the near future. So let's go into it. First, let's talk about Bitmine. Now, Bitmine is a very new situation. Tom Lee, he is a chairman on the board. He is, calling the shots over here. And obviously the stock new to the market here is 100% very expensive. The question is, can it keep this momentum, this price? Now, obviously, I don't think anyone would really disagree with this, because if you've been in the market for a while, you've seen this story play out time and time again. When we have these new companies, ETF stocks, whatever they are, they usually come to the market pretty expensive, especially if it's just a lone wolf company. And first, there's a lot of hype, a lot of push, and then we will see, sell off. Now, with Bitmine here, we have not seen that, and I don't know if we're going to, because we're going into this dimension right now with what Bitmine essentially pushes into, crypto. Now, crypto, in this moment here, you have Tom Lee here, who is giving interviews daily saying that he believes Bitcoin is going to $1 million a coin here sooner than we think. He believes Ethereum could even reach $20,000, per coin. So if you hold those, you're going to do very well. And obviously Bitmine here, how it works, works with crypto, will continue to do well, and people will continue to buy it. And right now, Tom Lee himself being a part of this is a genuine situation of, people are going to buy something that the face of the company, what it is right now, is that, it has a face attached to it that is someone who has done very well in the market, calling the market for years now. Okay, don't get me started on Dan. I love Danny, but Tom Lee here, undoubtedly has had just massive success this year in the market. But this isn't the first time Tom Lee's, done well in the market. This guy's been doing well. Been following this guy for years now. But, he's been calling these bull runs, and he's been right about them so far, and he's been right about them. But, I want to keep saying Dan Ice. Tom Lee here is saying that the S&P is going to 7,000 points by the end of the year now. I think he is probably right about that. From what we're seeing now, though, it's been kind of confirmed. Hey, we're getting rate cuts. Hey, we're about to go into Q3 quarterlies with a lot of these tech stocks. They're going to drive up the S&P 500 once again. And then, hey, we've still got the last round of quarterlies, the fourth quarterlies here, by the beginning of 2026 to wrap up, this year. So this company right now, the long-term action of this company, right now, it's hard to say where this stock is going to fall, where the share price, we'll just say the share price is going to fall here. I do think this is something that we obviously need to watch. And I don't know who's buying this, who's not, but it is definitely something that if you're able to store it away and just go like, you know what, 5-10 years from now, this is going to be something, no matter what I went through in the short term, I'm glad I did it for the long term. I think this is a fantastic situation to be a part of with Bitmine here. Because I do believe we're seeing such an aggressive movement right now, with where money is shifting in the market. The bond market will more than likely, be like, a graveyard here with rate cuts coming on this. And two, people will be buying assets more. They'll be shifting their money into, things like Bitmine, small cap stocks, things that are very involved with crypto. Crypto alone, Ethereum, aggressively moving, even altcoins moving aggressive right now. My God, XRP still holding crazy positions, still moving. Cardano, I think Cardano hit $1 last night or close to it. I think I got a notification on that. So, friends, like I said, I'm drinking the juice on what Tom Lee has been selling. I have a lot of people that I look at in the investing world. Okay. I think everyone should have people that they tune in with and see what they're doing. If you're just doing this by yourself, it's going to be a rough road with investing. You need to, even if you disagree with me, you need to listen to different people to see where their mind's at, what they're seeing that maybe you didn't see, or maybe you overlooked something or didn't look at something enough. I'm very much a buyer of Bitmine here, and this isn't the short term. I can't guarantee what's going to happen. None of us know. We're going into uncharted waters right now with a lot of this market. We're going into higher numbers than we've ever seen. The crypto market is just an all-time high spiral right now, and it's going to continue that way. And, this is just what it is. So I get a lot of comments on Bitmine here, and I just wanted to put this out here once again. Like, hey, I think this is something that, 10 years from now, you're going to be like, thank God I bought that. Thank God. Because crypto is not going to stop here. It's not going to stop whatsoever. And Bitmine being so attached to Ethereum, and, Ethereum is going into this whole new lifespan, what a lot of us are seeing and think is going to happen here. Especially with AI, we're about to see some crazy things happen here. Applied Digital, a completely different subject, completely different stock company, and just, this is a company that I am very curious to keep, buying, watching into the future. Now, obviously there's other companies like Applied Digital right now, but Applied Digital has been it's kind of come out of nowhere, and it's still building, it's still working. Literally, they're still hammering the nails in some of the walls here over Applied Digital, but they're making money. They're making a lot of money, and the stock itself is getting a lot of attention. My God, this was a $8 stock here just like last week, it felt like. Now we're going into some high teens here. I don't think $20 is probably crazy with where the market is going in September here with the market. Okay, so I think a lot of people, obviously, a lot of people are about to make a lot of money just off stocks that aren't even doing great on quarterlies, but they're okay ground. And Applied Digital is kind of in that conversation. It's not the quarterlies that we've seen this year a lot of them have not met their quota, what they're supposed to hit, but nonetheless, they're still very aggressive quarterlies. They're better than they were last year, which means they're still making more money here, but still very much, a data company that they are growing at a very fast rate, which, is very attractive to a lot of investors if they're able to get in here, quick. My God, at the end of July here, just 3 weeks ago, you could have been buying the stock for, $8-10. I was on here jabbing my gums about it, but, and now that's a $6-7 profit wherever you bought on top of each share that you bought. So that's a crazy hike up price right there. That's a very aggressive profit zone. But there's still more to probably come. It has survived. It survived a lot of last week, which was very interesting. And Applied Digital is very much in this, it's off on this random road when we talk about software, tech, AI company. It's all of those things and more, but it is very much a very random kind of company, and it may not attract a lot of investors, but nonetheless, as an investor, what am I attracted to with each individual company? Whether a company sells paint, or they sell chips, or they sell, they store data. I'm interested in how much money they're making. I'm interested in how aggressive the stock can run. I'm interested in how much attention the stock can get. Attention will make a lot of money in a stock. And right now, Applied Digital is getting a lot of attention, and it's doing very well on a revenue sheet. It's not beautiful. It's up and down, but nonetheless, it's still at a very nice rate, and we could definitely see more hike up this year. So, I'm really excited about Applied Digital. I'm excited about Bitmine here. I'm excited about Applied Digital, and I just wanted to, further tell people about that I'm excited about these movements. Friends, listen, with these rate cuts that look like they're about to happen here, I think that we are about to see oh my God. I think we're about to see historic movements in our stock market here in United States. The S&P 500 could be at an all-new high again by next Friday, okay? Unless we see some bad news, which I don't know what the bad news is at this point. Obviously, the rough conversation that's still lingering over the market right now is, are tariffs ever going to really hike up? Is the Ukraine-Russian situation going to be solved? If it is going to be solved, can there actually be trade agreements, trade deals? What's going to happen? How's all this going to unfold here? I don't know. But nonetheless, the market is looking for avenues to keep running. The market is looking for avenues to, get a little scared. But, at this point, we're getting rate cuts. It looks like at least one rate cut, but more than likely there will be, at least 2 to 3 by the end of this year. So we're gonna have an aggressive market here the rest of the year, what it looks like. So I'm definitely watching these stocks. I like them. I think they're gonna do wild, crazy, big things into the future from what we can see right now, and very excited to hold these going into next year. Friends, take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.